Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakammalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. So I welcome all of you for today's Arthaśāstra Vicāra. I think it's session number 10, 11. Yeah, 10 I think. 10. Okay, whatever it may be. So, in the last class, yesterday's class, we have discussed the Godachari Pranidhi. That means how the spies can be engaged. So, engaging them. That we understood. Generally, spies are two types. Some are stationary, some are moving. So, moving around. Stationary, those are all 5 types. So, what are that? So, student. So, student is acting as a spy. So, that is just even names are very difficult. Even I am also forgetting sometimes these names. So, sometimes some names are quite difficult. So, Kapatikaha. Second one is Udastitaha, Gruhapati, Vaidehika. And 5th one is Tapasaha. So, like this, we have 5. So, different. So, stationary spies are there. And those will be covering the whole country in different levels. In this, so Vaidehika. So Vaidehika will be in the fort actually. He will be doing the spy activities in the fort. So he is having his business. So Vaidehika means he's a businessman, but he is acting as a spy. And second, so Tapasaha. Tapasaha will be appointed at where? At the boundaries of the fort. And Gruhapati is Karshakaha, that means farmer. He is appointed in the different regions actually. So like the outside to the fort and in the country. So he will be engaged to do the spy activities. And next one is Parivrajikaha. He will be at the boundaries, or otherwise you can say at the edges, that means boundaries of the kingdom. You will be seeing Vrajavasis means who are just grazing the cows or grazing the animals and living. So those will be there, and those will be taking care. So like this, so we have stationary spies and also moving, sancharaha. Sancharaha is once again, it is also, we divide into 4 types. We have seen it is a 4 types. What are those? Satrinaha. Satrinaha. Who are those? Those who are very much close to the king. That means not very much, but related to the king. But there has to be, those has to be trained. That means has to be maintained by king. Then what? They will be learning the different lessons, actually, different educations. Like, so Samudrika Vidya, that means by seeing the signals, so they can understand they can tell the behind the story. And by seeing the Anga Vidya, so by touching the body, they can understand so what is psychology. And Jambaka Vidya, so Mayagatam, like that. So they will be Indrajalam, that means they are doing the magicianry activities. And like this different Vidyas, Nimittam means so forecasting the things by seeing the signals. And Antar Chakram means so by seeing the different Antar Chakram, so in the different 8 directions, so the stars position and also otherwise the clouds and the birds flying in the different direction, based upon that they will be foretelling the things what is going to happen. So this kind of vidya they should learn, actually. So why they will be practicing this vidya and looking like they are belong to that vidya, but the inner point is what? They will be acting as a spy. So because their words people can easily hear. Today we are going to see advantage of this, how to utilize these spies. So we'll be seeing that also. Anyway, so these moving spies are Satrinaha, next Tikshanaha, next Rasadaha, and 4th one is so Parivrajika. So like this we have 4 types. Tikshanaha means you understood in yesterday's class, who is ready to fight with even with elephant or the tiger if betting is done. And next Rasadaha. So Rasadaha is those who are very lazy and also not having any affection for the family. And such a people are known as Rasadaha. And Parivrajika, she is a woman and very much talkative, and also she needs some money and very poor and very talkative, and she can easily respected in any some minister's house, and such a woman, actually. So she is a Parivrajika. These moving spies, how they should be engaged, that also we have discussed in the yesterday's class. These all should be engaged in the, especially so the ministers and the different officers, so their internal activities, how they are doing. So for that we should use the Parivrajika, so Parivrajika and Rasadaha, and to check their external activities. That means external means outside from his workstation, or otherwise outside from his house, or otherwise outside to the fort. So whatever they are doing, to observe that, Tikshnakaha should be engaged. Rasadaha will be engaged for the internal, and Tikshnaha will be engaged for the external so activities, to observe external activities. And Satrinaha is carrying the information given by the Tikshnaha. And Bhikshukaha, so Bhikshukas, the beggars. So beggars will be carrying the information given by the Rasadaha. Okay, Rasadaha, they will be acting as a cooks and so and so, and they are massaging the body. So like that, they are taking up different occupations in the houses of the officers, but they will be acting as a blind, deaf, and dumb. So easily the officer, he might be speaking so without hesitating in front of him, but he is observing. So like this, Rasadaha has to tactfully so do the spy activity. Okay, so like this we have seen how the different spies are engaged. Next, also we have learned something, that means even the king has to engage so spies in every type of king. He's a friend, or he's maybe enemy, or he is a medium, that means madhyamah. either friend or anytime he can become friend or the enemy or the neutral. All these activities, king's activities should be observed. So like this, we have discussed several things. And finally, today, we are going to see, today's discussion is how in case of king, there will be aggressors. That means krutyaha. Krutyaha means who are not happy with the king. And some people are happy with the king. Then how to deal these two kinds of people? So who are not happy, Krutya means the one who is not happy with the king is known as Krutya. So this person, how he has to be handled. So that we are going to discuss. So that means Krutya means one way you can say rebel. So he's a rebel actually. So today we are going to see how the king, in his kingdom, some rebels are there. How those has to be handled. That is today's discussion. And also he is having the rebels in the opposite. That means neighbor, enemy's kingdom. That means they are rebel to the enemy king. So then how to make them favor to him? That also we'll discuss. These two things. In his kingdom, rebels are there. Or rebels means one way you can say unsatisfied people with the king. So then how to deal them? That two things we'll be discussing. This is there in any organization you can find. This kind of things will be there in any organization. So then the science is same. The technique is same. Either educate or control. If they are devotees, then those will be everyone's life. These will be there. If they are devotees, those should be educated, and if they are not devotees, then they has to be controlled. Only two principles are there. So, but everyone should ultimately follow the right path. Right path means the spiritual progress. So, progressive path they has to take up either by the control or by the education. So, one second, I will close up. स्वविषये कृत्याकृत्य पक्षरक्षणम् कृत महामात्यापसर्पः पौरजानपदान् अपसर्पयेत् महामात्यापसर्पः. That means in the previous chapter we have seen what? So in the previous chapter, how to keep the spice in the case of what? In the case of officers like prime minister, minister, priest, commander, commander officer, commander in chief, so army commander, so senapati, and also so different officers. So all those officers, that's administrators, counselors, all those has to be so in observe. That means has to be observed through the king has to observe their activities through the spies. So that we have seen. Now in the kingdom also people may become unhappy with the king, and they also try to bring up some revolt actually. So they try to bring up revolt, and they try to create the disturbance in the society, in the country. Then how to control them? So that we have to. Let's say paura. Paura means all the citizens are also properly observed actually. That is also very important. in the so for that sake, that means who are speaking negatively about the king, who are not happy about the king. So who should identify them, and also how to deal them. That means how to deal them. That also has to be known. So that's it. Today we are going to sing Swavishaye Krutya Krutya Paksharakshanam means. So in his own regard, that means in the king's case, whoever is unhappy with him, Krutya means unhappy people towards the king. So Akrutya means who are happy. So Paksharakshanam. So that means he has to make what? Whoever is not happy in his kingdom with him, he has to make them happy. And also who is happy, so those should not become unhappy. Those should be maintained. So these two things he has to do. So Akrutya, who are not happy, who are happy and who are nicely, that means feeling about the king, those has to be appreciated actually. They should be so appreciated and they should be maintained. And that's the thing we are going to discuss. So now what? Satrinaha Dwandinaha Tirtha Sabha Shala Puga Gaja Nasamava Samavayeshu Vivadam Kuryuhu. Dwandinaha, that means Satrinaha means you understood, na? Yeah, just now I said. Who is Satrinaha? Tell me, anyone tell? Different spies we have seen. How the kingdom. So Satrinaha, who are the Satrinaha? Anyone remember? Who is Satri?
Those who have some relation with the king.
They have some relation with the king. So those are the Satrinaha. So thank you, Prabhu. So we have to appoint them actually. Those are all Sanchari, na? They comes under the moving spice, not the stationary. So those what they have to do, they have to go to the kingdom. So kingdom means outside to the fort. So, Dwandinaha Tirtha, that means wherever the more gathering is there, like maybe the holy places, or other maybe the some gathering, some public gathering is there. In that place are the Sabhashala, Apuga, Janasamavayeshu. That means where the lot of gathering, crowd is there they should go. Two people should go. Two spies, Satri spies, they has to go there and they should fight each other. How they should fight? One is saying, Sarvaguna Sampannahascha Ayam Raja Sruyate. That means one is saying among those two, this king is so nice. He is having all good qualities, very best. Okay. Then next one, what he should say? Another one. So then another one should say, Nacha asya kaschid guno drishyate. Yaha paura janapadan dandakarabhyam pidayati iti. So next, another spy is saying that this king is not at all good. He doesn't have even a single good quality. And because of him, so people are getting this so much pain. And he is giving the pain to the people by danda karabhyam, by his heavy punishments and also by heavy taxes. So that's why we are all unhappy. He is not at all a good king. So this is the statement. Now they are fighting like this. Then tatra ye anu prashamseyuhu tan itaraha tamcha pratishedayet. Then immediately, so whenever this is said, whoever is having the anger towards the king, who are not happy, who are not happy, then they all may be supporting next one. They all become, that means yes. So this king is not good. So we are getting the heavy taxes, and so we are that means he's collecting heavy taxes from us and also giving the severe punishments. Then what? So some people might be supporting. Now, so this person, first person, so who is appreciating, he has to speak like this. We are so that is like this following way. What he has to speak? Matsyanyayabhibhutaha praja manum vaivasvatam rajanam chakrire. You should say that Manu was made as a king by the people because Matsyanyaya abhibhutaha. People were very much tortured because of the fish rule, fish law. You know fish law? So small fish is eaten by the big fish, and bigger fish is eating the big, and biggest one is eating the bigger one. So if king is not there, what will happen? We already discussed. So king is controlling this by the danda, and wealth he is getting by the kara, danda kara. These two are the very important aspects. So here Matsyanyaya, if he is saying that appreciating one is saying is just trying to appreciate the king in following way, so that everyone will become happy. So what he is saying, so previously when there was no king, at the time people were suffered because of the fish law, and at the time they made Manu as a king, and Manu was collecting what? Dhanya Shadbhagam. Whatever the outcome yielding is coming from the farmers' fields, in that 1/6 he is collecting as a tax. Anya Panya Dasha Bhagam. Whatever profit is made by the Vaishya through business, in that 1/10 he is collecting. Hiranyam cha asya bhagadeyam. Also some portion of the gold. So he was collecting. So that king was collecting like that. Tena bruta rajanaha prajanam. So yogakshema vahaha. So by this, tena bruta rajanaha, kings, what they do? Prajanam, by using that tax, collected tax, what they are doing? Prajanam yogakshema vaha. They are maintaining the yogakshema of the people. So that means yogakshema, whatever the people are not having, that he is bringing out using that collected tax. And also whatever they have, so that is protected by appointing the different army. Actually, by maintaining army, he is protecting the people. So like that, so king needs the collecting of the tax. He needs to collect the tax, and there is no wrong. Otherwise, if he is not there, Matsyanya, fish law will be there in the society, and everyone will be unhappy. And next, Tesham kilbisham dandakara haranti. So dandakara haranti. Whatever people they do their sin, that means so while doing their activities, their duties, lot of sin can happen. Like agriculture they are doing, so at that time, so sin will happen or not? Many fishes, many insects, and also different creatures will be dying while plowing and while putting feet. So whatever sin is there, that is destroyed by what? By the giving the tax to the king. And the people's sin is also, someone is cheating on someone, or someone is doing the robbery. So king will be giving the punishment. By that, what is happening? The sin of that person is destroyed. So that's why danda and the tax both are ultimately removing the sin of the people. There is nothing wrong in this. So like this person is supporting the king. Yogakshema vahascha prajanam. So by this, what will happen? The people yogakshema. One thing, their sin is destroyed. And apart from this, what is going to happen? Whatever is not there with the people, like example, lot of barren land is there. There are no rivers. So river water is not coming. Then now king will be building the canals there. And the water is flowing that area also. Now it is becoming fertile. And everyone is getting sufficient food. And even sometimes what is happening, canals will be So by the due course of time, within 2-3 years, it will be filled and water cannot easily flow. So then that has to be deepened. So by removing the mud. So all these things who will be doing? King is doing. Na? So and digging the tree, that means planting the trees and the all over country, and also digging the wells and maintaining the guest houses in the different places for the pedestrians to stay. So like this, and maintaining the hospitals, maintaining the gurukuls. So many things he is doing. All these things which are not there with the people. So that's why king he needs to do all this to collect the tax. So that's why tax should be collected. And whatever is there, that means people has to be protected from the opposite enemies. So that's why he should maintain army and police. So that's why he needs the money for that. So there is nothing wrong to collect the tax. So like that, this person has to support in front of all those people. Next, tasmad uncha shad bhagam aranyakaha api nivapanti. Even aranyakaha means vanaprasthis. Vanaprasthis also giving the 1/6 of their collected grains. So vanaprasthis siloncha vritti dedu, uncha vritti. Uncha vritti means, collecting the grains which are left over. So after taking out that farmer is taking out all the crop yielding, and then something may be left over. So then, these vanaprasthis, they should go and pick those, or otherwise in front of the different marketplace, they will go to the marketplace. Sometimes there will be a hole to the bag actually, where the grains are carried, in which grains are there. So then those are all falling. And these vanaprasthis, they should not earn money. They should not keep bank balance. So they should go and pick those things and get that, and using that they should maintain their life. And sannyasis are begging these vanaprasthis, from these vanaprasthis house, they beg and eat. That is the austerity they were doing actually. That was the system. So severe austerity they used to do. So then even these vanaprasthis, whatever they collected or whatever they gathered, so in that 1/6 they are giving to the king, because they are also protected, na? So if otherwise king will be, another enemy will come and encroach, and if enemy king will come, what will happen? Enemy king will come, then he will definitely will destroy all your culture. Whatever culture you have, that will be destroyed by him. And king will be coming, and what he will be doing? He will he is implanting his culture to you. So whenever you start leaving your culture, means you lost your existence in the society. And if you lost your values and your culture and your education, then nothing but you are under the control of others. Now the present situation of the society is, we lost our culture, we lost our education, we lost our values. So simply, of course, we are thinking that we are ruled by ourselves, but it is not really ruled by ourselves. So whatever culture is practiced by us, and whoever the owners of that culture, they are still ruling you actually. So that's why this is not expected actually. Even vanaprasthis, they cannot peacefully do their sadhana in the forest. So that's why they also has to be protected. So otherwise they will also disturb. So that's why they are also contributing 1/6 of their grains. So that is the thing. And also by this, they will be purified. They will be purified. They will be not indebted to anyone. Okay, tasya etat bhagadeyam yo asman gopayati iti. Why they are giving? Because my king is protecting me also. That's why I should contribute. So those people also giving, these vanaprasthis who are left over everything and staying in the forest, they are giving. Why don't you give? It should be given like that. So he is supporting the king. This is spy, first spy. Indra yamasthanam etad rajanah pratyaksha heda prasadaha. So the position of the king is what? Is the position of the Indra and Yama. Indra is giving what? Rains he is giving. Yama is controlling. He is giving the danda. So that's why king's position is, that means the amsha of the, so Indra and Yama is there in the king. So that's why tan avamanyamanam devopi danda sprushate. So that's why one should not blame the king. He is nothing but what? He is the manifestation of Indra and Yama, because their portion energy is there in him. So that's why he should be respected. If anyone is disrespecting Indra and Yama, even Devatas also will be punished. So similarly, you should not disrespect him. Tasmat Rajano Vavamantavyaha. That's why don't speak against the king. Don't take him cheaply. Whatever the collecting tax is right, whatever the punishment he is giving, that is also right. Iti kshudrakan pratishedayet. In this way, this first spy is so trying to pacify the people who are having the angry towards him. Okay, because they are in the. Can you burn that?
Oh, sorry.
I told already. Idi Shudrakan Pratishedayet. So this is the important thing. And also we are learning what is the position of the king. Next, Kim Vadantim Cha Viduhu Vidyuhu. Also these spies has to know Kim Vadantim Cha Vidyuhu. That means they might be creating so many gossip towards about the king. Gossip might be going on. So spies keep on, that means they keep their ear to hear those all things, what they are speaking. So that has to be known actually. So then, Kim Vadanti, we say gossip, that means they might be propagating falsely about him. Because enemies, they do this. They will be doing this to create the rebels in his own country. That also has to be observed. Kim vadantim cha vidyuhu. This nowadays is going even heavy actually because of social media in this. So in our country also people are losing the faith and other countries are spreading. So much, that means negativity about their own culture. So this is going on actually. This has to be carefully observed, and if it is not rectified, then the agenda of the other country will be easily implemented, and one day this country will be losing its own the existence. So that's the Kim Vadantim Cha Vidyuhu. So by using the spice, it should be known actually. The gossips has to be known. Next, Yecha Asya. If we discuss each line, it is having a lot of story, lot of things we can bring out. But I am just giving a study actually, the overall study. So it is just you are getting introduced, and it is not the ending, it's the beginning. You have to study again and again to get the cream actually. It is not the one-day game. So that's why this is just a glance actually. Okay. Yecha asya dhanya pashu hiranyan jivanti tair upakurvanti vyasane abhyudaye va kupitam bandhum rastram va vyavartayanti amitramatavikam va pratishedayanti tesham munda jatila vyanjana tushtatvam vidyuhu. What is that? Yech asya dhanya pashu hiranya ajivanti. Some people will be there in the society, not only so krutya, akrutyas also will be there. Akrutyas means they are always supportive to the king. Dhanya pashu hiranyan ajivanti cha asya. That means they are taking the grains from the king, and they are also pasu hiranyan ajivanti. So they are depending on the king's grains, animals, and gold, and so and so. And taihi upakurvanti vasane, and also they are supporting king in the difficulties and also in the progress. In both ways, in the difficulties also they are helping, and also in the progress also they are helping. Kupitam bandhum rastram va vyavartayanti. If anyone is showing anger towards the king, immediately they are acting proactively. That means trying to pacify him, not allowing to speak negatively about the king. Bandhum rastram va, that means maybe the person or other, maybe the whole country. So whatever the speaking against to him, immediately he is trying to avoiding those people, or otherwise trying to convince that those people, like that he is doing. So that means he is fully in the support of king. Amitra matavikam va pratishedayanti. So whoever is not friend to the king, or whoever is very so forestly, that means jungly people, so he is just stopping them not to become against the king. So tesham munda jatila vyanjanaha tushta tushtatvam vidyuhu. So that's why in the spies who are munda jatila. So munda and jatila. So munda and jatilas. So this is the what? Who are these? Who are staying in the port actually. In the end, that's munda jatilas. That's tapasaha. So munda jatilah, these spies, what they has to do? So they has to find so how they are happy. The supporting people are happy or not happy. They has to immediately so observe this. This is also very important. Tustan buyah pujayet. If they are happy, then these spies has to increase their happiness. So these munda and jatilas, so also so increase their happiness by saying or by glorifying them. Yes, you are doing very nice. So you are going the right path. This is a very right thing, like that. So that's why Tustan Buyah Pujayet Atustan Tushtahetos Tyagena Samnacha Prasadayet. So these Munda and Jatilas so are identifying their happiness or unhappiness, and they will be informing to the respective officers, and those will be giving the appraisal, that means or otherwise appreciating them. If someone is not happy, that means he is a supporter the king, now he is not happy, then what he has to do? He has to give some kind of, that means nicely speaking with him by giving the proper respect. So try to make him happy. So by employing the officers, so they try to pacify him, finding the unhappiness, the reason for unhappiness, and trying to remove that, and trying to give the proper good counseling. That means samna means so giving the proper counseling. In this way, he has to control the unsatisfied people. Next, parasparadva beda yet enan samanta tavika tat kulina varuddebhyascha. If they are not happy with this, by the sama means the nice words, by using nice words, making him to convince, that means to become happy. By words he is not hearing, then go for the beda. So in the beda, what he should do? So whoever is unhappy, so you create the difference between him and some another person who is belong to his own caste, who is close to him. Then what will happen? This beda will be created. He will be separated from that. Or otherwise, there should be beda, samanta. Otherwise, sometimes samanta, that means who is a following king, so follower king, and he is unhappy, then he has to be so separated from the group by creating the beda between this samanta to another samantas. Okay? Because he is not happy na. So now beda you should use. So tathapi atushyataha. That means beda means it will be many ways. That means beda means, oh, you are nice to me, you are very special to me, I am liking. That is a beda. So I don't like them so much, and you are liking, I like you so much, and like this is a beda, difference, showing the difference. That means that is a beda. By this also he is not happy. Then you should go for the next. That means danda. Tathapi atushyataha. If he is not happy by creating the beda, so then what you should do? Dandakara sadhanadikarena va janapada vidvesham grahayet. Better is whoever is that person. So now you give the powers to him actually. What do you have to do? You should give powers to him. Like you give some kind of controlship on the people to collect the tax otherwise. And you make him to collect more tax. Or rather, you make him to give more punishment to the people. Then what will happen? Janapada vidvesham grahayet. Then people will become rebel to him. That means against to him. Automatically. Then, so now you got the opportunity to act on him. So then you can say, hey, you are not doing nicely your work. So you people are all unhappy with you. What is this? What is going on this? So then what do you have to do? So then with Vishtan Upanshu Dandena, then you have to bring out them separately and kill them in silently. So that means with Vishtan Upanshu Dandena. Otherwise, you encourage the people to finish him. Janapada Kopena va sadayet. Finally, you make him fall down. So this is the way. So that means Sama Beda Dana Sama Dana Beda Danda. So Danda is a so this Danda is the final. That means Sama means so nice words he's not hearing, and some gifts you might be giving, not hearing, Beda you created or not hearing. Then Danda is only a solution. Other than these four, nothing is there. These are the four techniques are used by the even the so Vasudeva used towards the Kamsa to get it over your work. This is a high level thing. That means so when person is is not educate, that means Sama and Dana comes under the Sama, Dana and Veda comes under the so by the words actually there is no action, severe action. So it's just through the educational it is going on. Then Danda is so either controlling, that means by the Danda. So in this way, so whoever is not happy, those people has to be taken care like this. Gupta, otherwise you can do one thing. Gupta Putra Dharan, you might be having the family and also children, wife. What do you have to do? You have to protect his family, children, and his wife nicely. And you send him to give such a transfer. Appoint him in such a place, like in the mines you appoint him, where he cannot associate with anyone. Because if he is given in such a place work, then he can try to become a pro for the enemy. So that's why he should be appointed, he should be engaged, or he should be sent to the transfer to such a place where he will not get any association. So that's why karmantareshu va vasayet paresham aspada bhayat. Why you have to engage him in such a place? So if killing is not so much is not needed now, time being, then what is the best thing? So then keep him such an isolated place or engage him in such a services. So like in the mines you can engage, in the forest you can engage, and also you should keep a spy behind him actually. That's very important actually. Otherwise he might be anytime he can give that he can हाथ मिलाना क्या बोलते हैं इंग्लिश में he may shake hand with the enemy actually. So that's why he should be handled like this. So that means what we are saying, these things in the kingdom, how the different people, so if we are unhappy, how to be handled, that we have seen. So even in the officers also, in the previous section we are studying, so how that four, that means Satrinaha, Tikshanaha, so next Rasadaha, they are also doing this spy activity towards the ministers. So in that case also, if they find anyone is like that officer, so those also has to be handled like this. For them also it is applicable. So if they are unhappy, so use that means good samna. So that means dama, that means dana. Tyagena means is dana. Tyagena samna cha prasadayet. Try to please him by the dana and sama. If he is not happy with that, then use the Veda. So if he is not happy by that also, you are not able to achieve his favor to you, then you use the danda finally. That means you should make him give the position and finish him. So like this, or otherwise, you keep in such a place, isolate him from the affairs and give such a role to him if he is officer, and that can be done. Okay. Next, Kruddha lubdha bhitavamāninastu paresham krutyaha tesham kartantika naimittika mauhurtika vyanjanaha parasparabi sambandham amitra prati sambandham va vidyuhu. So next, in your kingdom, you might be seeing the 4 kinds of the unsatisfied people. 4 kinds of unsatisfied people are possible actually. Let me 1 second. So it's a general rule actually. It is a general rule. Acha 11. Oh, why it is? If someone in kingdom, if someone is there and unsatisfied people, krutyaha. So unsatisfied people will be 4 types actually, only 4 types, not more. One is, what is that? First one is kruddaha. They are having the anger towards the king. Second, lubdaha, that means they are greedy. Third one is bhitaha, that means fear. They are having the fear towards the king. And fourth one is avamaninaha, that means insulted. They are insulted by king. So these are the 4 kinds. They are greedy for the things, or they might be having anger, and or they might be having the fear, and they might be insulted by the king. So like this. So kruddha, lubdha, bhaya, avamaninaha. Avamaninastu. So paresham krutyaha tesham. So this kind of people who are having anger, or they are having the greed in the country, someone greedy person is there. And also who is having the fear from the king. He might have done a lot of, that means robbery and so and so. He might be having the fear for the king. And one might be insulted by the king or by his people. So these people very immediately become favorable to the enemy king, towards the enemy. Who can become your enemy? Till now in your party and they are becoming enemy means they might be having anger towards you. They might be so greedy people, or they might be having the fear from you, or they might have gotten in, they might not be respected by you, or they might be insulted by you. So in these 4 cases, they will be, that means हाथ मिलाना, shake nahi. हाथ मिलाना क्या बोलते हैं?
Join hands.
They will join hands with the king as an enemy king actually. They will be joining with the enemy actually. So इससे क्या होता है? So by this, so they will be, your people are becoming the, so favorable to the enemy. You have to control these 4 people. You have to closely observe these people, the 4 kinds of people. Those may be the ministers, those may be the officers, or those may be the samantas. Samanta, what do you say in English?
Vassals.
Vassals. Vassals, And those can be the, that means any citizen in the country. So you have to observe. If you identify them, then what do you have to do next? So kartantika, naimittika, mauhurtika, Venjanaha parasparabi sambandam, amitra prati sambandam. You have to very carefully observe. So these people's activities by using the spice who are in the Kartikaha. So Kartantika. Kartantika means who can foretell the things. You remember Satrinaha. Satrinaha means who are related to the king, who should be maintained by the king. So he is making them as spies and he is asking them to learn the different vidyas. Like example, Samudrika Vidya. That means, so by seeing the signs, foretelling the things. And Naimittika also, so different signs also they see and they tell. And also they're doing the magic, or otherwise they'll be doing the Indrajalam and different things. Or otherwise they will be becoming the personality development. That means teachers for the personality development. These kind of vidya they should learn, they should do this, but they are the spies actually. So those spies, so that kind of spies has to be engaged to observe this kind of people closely. If you come to know someone are like this, by using the Mundaka or Jatila and so, so then you have to engage these people, and these people definitely will go one or another day to know more about the future. They will go to the who can foretell the things. And at that time, they will be asking, so I am going to meet this person, so whether my work will be done or not. So that's why whom they will approach, that person should be your spy already. Okay. So that's why you should engage Kartantika, Naimittika, Mauhurtika. So this kind of, Naimittika means by seeing the different signs, who can foretell the things. And all those, so has to be appointed. That kind of spies has to be appointed here to observe these people, whether they are making friendship with the another anger person. That means a king might be having 10 people who are having the angry. So those people for properly, so are they making any, that means union? Any union are they are making? Are they, that means together all going and making the, that means joining their hands with the opposite king? So these activities has to be observed very closely. Okay. So that thing has to be done. It is there day-to-day life also. It is very important, these things. So because everyone is not doing pure devotional service, and okay, he is always thinking about the Lord, and you have to deal only that person. You have to deal so many people who are, so when you are dealing the land, and when you are working, and when you are, so many things we do which are not devotees in our life. So then, so you have to be careful. So this is the knowledge actually. So it will be helping you to deal the things so nicely. First of all, we are not utilizing these things for our sense gratification. Already, who is the king? Who already rejected or who left over the 6 enemies? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. That's the initial qualification. So that thing actually we should remember. We should not think that, oh, this is what, that is what. No. So this is for the protecting the people in general. For that purpose only it should be used. So next, Tustan Arthamanabhyam Pujayet. So finally, in that kingdom, whoever is happy by giving Dana and Sama, Arthamanabhyam, that means by giving respect and by giving the gifts, those has to be glorified, those has to be worshipped. Next, Atustan, whoever is not happy, so those people, Sama, Dana, Beda, Dandaihi Sadayet. Whoever is not happy, you should use Sama, no Dana, no Veda, no Danda. You have to give this, and finally, they should be in your control. Yes. Evam savishaye krutya krutyamscha vichakshanaha paropajapat samrakshet pradhanan kshudranapi. So in this way, what he has to do? Swavishaye krutya krutyam cha vishakshana. In his regarding, king has to, in his regard, in his own regard, who is what? Who is an anger, who is unhappy with him, who is against to him, who is not against to him, he has to know nicely. Next, after it is clear, then he has to now think about the other kingdom. He has to make, so whoever is not happy with him, who opposite king, so he has to make them favorable. How the structure is going, you should understand. First of all, he should be Indriya Jaya. How we began, the Chanakya is going very systematically. Our purpose is what? The 4 educations. So whatever the 3 educations, the top 3 educations, whatever they are suggesting to protect those activities given by those educations, we need the danda. To hold the danda, one should be Vinaya. So to be Vinaya, he has to be, so Indriya Jaya, he should be controlling his senses and he should be leaving all the 6 senses. And first of all, he should be Indriya Jaya, and he is always in association of the, so Vruddha Sanyoga, that means experts. And he is also having the 6 activities, so we already said. So those things. Then after that, next moment is, he started selecting the, so whom? The Amatyas, ministers. For that, he should use the intelligence. And then he should also select the prime minister and next what? So the Purohita, so priest. Then he has to check the purity of the Amatyas. So by using the Purohita and the prime minister, then he has to, the next step, what he has to do? Appoint the spies by using the purified ministers. Then after that, using the spies, he has to make the whole kingdom, everyone is in favorable to him, and he should suppress whoever is against to him. Then he is full grip he is having on his own country. Then his next step is, he should put his finger in dealing the opposite country also. That means he has to, Vijagishu Raja, king should not be sleeping. That means, oh, now my kingdom is nicely is going on and I am happy. No, Vijagishu, that means he has to interfere and he has to conquer the nearby kings also, kingdoms. He has to conquer that to establish a powerful kingdom based upon the dharma. So he has to, if he is following already dharma, then you make sandhi. And if he is not following the dharma, you have to conquer that kingdom also and keep under your control and make them follow the dharma, whatever given by the Shastra. So that should be the spirit. You should understand the system, how it is going. So घर में पहले जीतो, उसके बाद बाजार में जीतेंगे, बाहर जीतेंगे. घर में तो घर जीत नहीं पाया, तो if someone is not able to win his own house, he cannot get victory in his own house, he cannot get victory in the other. So that means your own people will become threat for you. So that's why stabilize your thing first. Once if you understand this and if you read once again, you will understand so much actually. Your mind will be opened. Your thinking, your thought process will be channelized. That is the main concern actually. Why we are teaching? Anytime the management principles are same, they are not different. So anywhere at anything. So you have to just start thinking in a proper direction. That is very much important. Okay. So next we are going to the next chapter. We have to finish this chapter also today. Yes, we'll do that also. Paravishaye krutya pakshopagraha. So in others' kingdom, whoever is against to that king, we should identify, make them favor. And whoever is favor to that kingdom, you make them unsatisfied. So akrutyopakshopagraha. So make them, so somehow other, you should make them others to turn towards you. Okay. That's why krutya pakshopagraha savashaye vyakyatah paravishaye vachaha. Now, how to deal the against and favorable people? That we have seen in one case. And now we have to see the people who are against the opposite king, and that means other kings, and whoever is favor to him and whoever is unfavorable or against to him. So how to deal them, how you should deal them, that we are going to learn here. Okay. Generally, people are against because of 4 things we already said. What are those 4 things? One is anger. So they might be having anger towards the king. They might be having the greed. They might be having the fear towards that king. They might be having have been insulted by that king. So like this, now you have this is your kingdom, and this is opposites are side by. And for this king, this is you, and this for this, and he might be having the 4 kinds of against people due to anger. They are known as krutyaha. Krutyaha. Against people are known as krutyaha. Anger or otherwise. So greed. Next, fear and insult. So any of these. Now we are seeing the possible cases. Anger. Whoever is having the anger towards the opposite king, you should identify who are those angry people, who are how to identify that we can see. Samsrutyarthan vipralabdaha. First one is Samsrutyarthan vipralabdaha. So he was promised. That means that king promised something to give to him, but that is not given to him. The promised thing is not given. Then he will be getting the angry. Next, Tulya Karinoho Silpe Opakareva Vimanitaha. So for example, 2 people are having the same skills, and they can do any work in a same way. But king is giving the favor to one and he's not giving the favor to another one. Then whoever is not given favor, then that person also getting the anger towards that king. You should identify that people. Next, Vallabhavaruddaha. So this is the thing. Someone who is near to the king, those might have stopped him or discouraged him. Then also this person get the anger towards the king. Samahuya parajitaha. So what is another case of possible case for the anger, for having the anger towards the king? Samahuya parajitaha. So he was invited, but the point is what? He was defeated, invited and defeated. So then also he will get anger. Next, pravasopataptaha. Maybe some officer is transferred to the very far place and he got tortured, being away from the family and so and so, and being that place. And that person also will be having the anger. Krutva vyayam alabdakaryaha. So someone have given that means all the tax and everything, or otherwise sufficient money, whatever required to have a work done. So but that work is not done. Then also that person also get anger. So dharma dayadya oparuddaha. Someone who should get his dayabhaga, that means his share from his heritage from inherited property. So he should get his share, but it is not given for him. Something, so cheating happened because of the judgment. Then they also get the anger. Next, manadikarabhyam prashtaha. Someone may be suspended from his positions. So then he will also have the anger towards the king, that king. Kulyair antarhitaha. So kulyair antarhita means, so same caste people might have suppressed him. This person also will be having the anger. Prasabhabhi mrushtastrikaha. His wife may be stolen or attached by the other man, and king didn't do anything. Then he will also get anger. He will be having angry. Karabhimanyastaha. Next, Karabhimanyastaha. So in the court, he might not have gotten the proper judgment. Parokta danditaha. So because of saying others, so he got punished. Then also he'll get anger. Mityachara varitaha. Someone might be trying to do the nonsense. That means like avichara kriya and so and so. And he is in the mode of ignorance and he wants to do some nonsense. And he is stopped by the king. Then also that person will get anger towards the king. Sarvasya maharitaha. So the property, whatever the property is having, that is everything is stolen by the king or taken away by the king. Then also he'll get anger. Bandhana pariklistaha. That means king might have so arrested him and gave the pain. So then also he'll get anger. Pravasita bandhu iti kruddha vargaha. Maybe he might be separated from his family, and or otherwise his family people are separated from him. So then also he'll get anger. So like this, there are the several possible cases who can have anger towards the king. So you should identify those people in that kingdom, that means in another's kingdom, and what we should do, that we'll tell. Next, Kruddha Varga that means who are anger. That's anger category. Next, second category is Bhita Varga. Swayam Upahataha. Swayam Upahataha means he has stolen a lot of money and he killed many people, and he is now having the fear for the king all the time. So that person also can be can be made favorable to us. That means to us. That is possible actually. Next, Viprakrutaha. Viprakrutaha means he might have violated the rules in the maybe in the Antapura. He has done some wrong behavior. So, and now he is having the fear from the king, and that person also can be made in favorable, because if king come to know this thing, and he may give the death sentence. So that's why he immediately join his hands with the us. Next, Papa Karma Bhikyataha. Papa Karma Bhikyataha. Maybe one is so sinful actually. So he might be having a lot of fear because of that from the king. Tulya dosha dandano dvignaha. One already did the sin, and he come to know if you do this kind of sin, then you will be getting this kind of punishment. After coming to know that punishment, he is now fully in the anxiety now. So he wants to escape from that. So that's why he will be also having the fear from king. Next, Paryatta Bhumihi. So Paryatta Bhumihi. What is this? So he might have encroached the other's land, and now he is having the fear from the king. Dandenopahataha. So someone might have given a lot of punishment, and now he is having the fear for the king. Sarvadikaranasthaha. Sarva Adhikarana-staha. Sarva Adhikarana-staha. So he is in a highest position, and because of that highest position also someone get the fear. So maybe something wrong may happen. A wrong might have happened from him. Something wrong might have done, but he is in the highest position. So and wrong thing is happened by him. Then in that case also he is having the fear. Sahasopa chitartaha. Sahasopa chitartaha. So sahasopa chitartaha means, so someone lost the total wealth suddenly, and now he is in the fear how to lead his life and so and so. Next, tat kulinopam shuhu pasham shuhu. So this is, so he is also in the same maybe he is a brother of the king, a relative of the king, and but he is having the fear from the king, but he wants to become the king. So then he can also comes under this category. Pradvishta Ragna. So king might be all the time hating someone, and that person also he is having the fear. Rajadveshi, someone might have blamed the king in the public, and now he is also having the fear. These are all comes under the category of fear. So those people also can be made in favor of us. Next, parikshin. That's the next category. Lubdha vargaha. Parikshino means, so he is greedy person, but he lost everything. So everything he lost, and he is now having the greed to have something. So that's why he comes under the greedy category. Atyatsavaha, that means, so a lot of wealth is taken away from him. Now he is thinking that to get it back. That kadarya means someone is greedy. So vyasanaha, someone is having the bad habits and he need of the money. And all this comes under the category of the greedy. Next, atma sambhavito manakamaha. Atma sambhavitaha. Atma sambhavita means someone wants to become a big person in the country. So he wants to get a lot of respect, or otherwise desiring the respect from the others, or otherwise Satru Puja Marshitaha. So someone who is glorifying the enemies, and those people are insulting him. So that means he is having the enemies, and his enemies, so someone is glorifying his enemies. So, and now that's why he is having the feeling bad actually. Someone is glorifying his enemies and he is not glorified, and he is now desiring to have the glorification. So next, Nichairupahitaha. So someone is suppressed by the lower people, and now he wants to rise back. Tikshanaha, someone is not caring for his life, and he is having very much proud that he never cared for the life. And sahasakaha, that means someone can do any kind of courageous activity. So that means he's having pride. That means I can do anything, and I can fight. Tikshna means we read already. Tikshna means he is ready to fight with even tigers and animals like elephants. So such a people also comes under the manavargaha. That means they want fame. So fame category. So tesha munda jatila vyanjanaihi yo yad bhaktihi krutya pakshiyaha tam tenopajayet. You have to identify this kind of 4 categories of people in the opposite country using the munda and jatila. Munda and jatila spice. You should identify these people, and using those people, that means whoever is having, that means now any category person is impressed by the certain munda or the jatila. So that munda and that jatila only should speak with them like this. What they should do? So someone is having the mana, that means mana category. He lost, otherwise krodha. Someone is having the anger towards the king. So towards them, this country's spy should speak like this. Yatha madando hastimatten adishtitaha yad yadasadayati tatsarvam pramudgatyeva mayam ashastra chakshur andoho raja andena mantrina adishtitaha paurajanapada avadhayabhyam shakyamasya pratihatis प्रोत्साहनेन आपूर्वकृतम प्रोत्साहनेन अपकर्तुम so amarshah kriyatam iti kruddhavargam upajapayet. So someone is having the anger towards that king. So this country's king, this country's spy should go and say that, see what kind of king your king, huh? Like you see elephant, which is mad elephant, and someone is sitting on that mad elephant, that rider of that mad elephant. He is also drunkard. So he also drank. Then what that elephant will do? One person already drank and he is sitting on the another mad elephant and he is controlling. What kind of control he will do? Then that mad elephant will crush away everything. All the forest and nice bushes and everything, all the gardens, everything will be smashed. So similarly, your king is so controlled by a blind minister. Your ministry is blind, and by him, so your king who is not having the Shastra Chakshu, he is also blind because he doesn't know what is right and wrong according to the scriptures. He is a blind man. One blind man is leading another blind man. So how can you expect a nice judgment from in anyone's case? So it's not possible. So like this, so they has to, so paura janapada avadhabhyam uttitaha. So janapada vadhabhyam uttitaha. So he will not be continued like this. Very soon his citizens will be throw him away. Sakyamasya pratihataha. Very soon he will be thrown away from his throne. So like this, one should encourage. So that means this spy should encourage him. So then finally he should turn that person towards him. Next, how to speak with the person who is having the fear. So fear towards the king. That for that it is yatha leenah sarpo yasmad bhayam pashyati tatra visham utsrajati evam ayam raja jata dosha sankastu tvayi pura krodha visham utsrajati. So like you see, one snake is there already, it is anger towards someone. Definitely it is just is biting him and so passing his poison into that person. Yes. Similarly, your king is like a snake and he is having a lot of anger towards you. Definitely, if you come into his hands, he will kill you. So that's why anyatra gamyatam, you should go to the another place, leave this kingdom and join with us. Like this. So fearful, that means the category who are having the fear, those should be spoken like this and turn towards, so in their own paksha. Next one is yata swaganinam. So someone who is having the greed, so how to deal them? So then yatha swaganinam dhenuhu swebhyaha dugde na brahmanebhyaha. So see, your king is like a dog, that means a cow which is belonging to a dog eater family, and that cow is giving milk to the only that dog eater. It's true actually in the villages. If his cow is belong to your house, that cow will be giving to the milk to only that owner only. If someone is going and try to milk, sometimes they may give and sometimes most of the time they don't give. They will simply kick off actually, kick on the face. So this used to happen actually. So here what is said, Chanakya is saying, so someone, that means the Chandala's cow is giving milk to the only that Chandala, not for the Brahmana. So similarly, this king is doing the favor to the unqualified people only, not for you. He has stolen your money. He is not doing any favor to you. So that's why you are having all the qualities. You are very qualified. So that's why you asau raja purusha visheshagna. Sevyata. This king is not able to identify your skills, and this our king is very well qualified, and he is very much knowing everything, and you should take his shelter. So like that. So these people has to be handled. Next, Yatha Chandala Odana. Next one, whoever is having the mana, that means mana category, that means who want to get the fame, so or who are not they are not respected properly. In their case, how Chandaloda panas Chandalanameva Upabhogyah na anyesham evam ayam raja nichaha nichanameva upabhogyah. So this Chandalas, so rice and water will be eaten by another Chandala only. This king is Chandala, and his things will be, so he will give respect to the only another Chandala. So leave this king and take this Raja, who is very, our king is very so faithful like this. So he'll be saying like this, and in this way, so turning towards all of those them towards him, toward this king. Tatha iti pratipannan tan samhitan. So panakarmana yojayet yatha shakti sapasarpan swakarmasu. So like this, whoever is becoming favor, so panakarmana, so by giving the so proper gifts and so and so, you have to make them as a spice for you. Otherwise, you cannot conquer. So especially why we are doing, because that kingdom is not ruled by that king properly, and according to dharma he is not doing. Then what we have to do? We have to, so somehow or other, those people has to be saved from him. Then this kind of techniques has to be used. So first of all, what you have to make them, so whoever is turning, not accepting, so you have to, what you have to do, you have to take the promise from them, and also you have to engage according to their capacity into the different spy activities. Labheta sama danabhyam krutyamsa paribhusha. And also one more thing, whoever is turning towards you, you should appoint spy on them. Don't leave them like that. So otherwise they will be very dangerous. So they will be doing a lot of damage. It's carefully handled. So okay, this is the thing. Next, finally, what is the conclusion? Labeta samadhanabhyam krutyam cha paribhushishu bhumishu akrutyan veda dandabhyam paradosham cha darshayet. So in the opposite kingdom, whoever krutyas are there, that means who are having the unsatisfied, that means who are against to that king, those people has to be given gifts and also so nice counseling, so you can turn towards them. Whoever is akrutyas to that king, that means who are favorable to that king, so those people so should be turned towards you by using the Veda and Danda. Veda and Danda you should use. Okay, so like that you should turn them towards you. So this is the finishing of this chapter. I went little speed because we should finish the things on time. Yes, we have another, another 2 more classes we try to finish. That is the thing. Already we are going out of time. So that's why we are doing this. Okay, any questions or comments? Any difficulty in understanding? Wow, nice students. No response, nothing. Vikram Prabhu, yes.
Prabhuji, how do we understand that you're understanding? Like, how do we actually apply this? And in what
How do you
situations
apply?
we can
In
apply
everywhere
this?
you should apply. Wherever you have to achieve your work, you should apply there. So
Yeah, but the context is a little different, and the time is also a little different. So how do we validate these concepts? Is there something
simple,
we
Prabhu.
can
It's
do?
Sama Dana Beda Danda. And also people who are having the so against you. So that means how it is possible ways are 4. Maybe because of so your activity, their anger, having are they might be having the because of greed or something. So you should understand the science, how the 3 material modes are working. If someone is against you means what? These are the 4 reasons, either anger or the fear or otherwise greed or otherwise. So they are not getting the proper respect. These are fundamental core science that we should grasp. Only these 4 things are possible. And now how to handle that? So then you give the Sama, Beda, Dana, Danda. So if they are with your party already, then you have to, whoever becoming Krutya, that means having these 4, then you have to give the gift to them. And if whoever is, you have to give the properly danda to them. That means you should use the, so Beda not working, then give the danda. So whoever is against you, then how to control them? By using the Beda and danda. Whoever is favor, give them more and more. That means respect to them then. Okay. So, but you can try with the Sama and Beda initially, Sama and Dana. If they are not working in Beda and danda, we should give. This general principle, anywhere it works. Anywhere it works.
Okay.
Anywhere it, any dealings, any affairs, it works. Where it will not work.
Yeah, I understood.
Everywhere it works. And you have to have the pattern of thinking. So the thinking pattern should be according to the system actually. That you are developing actually now. Now you might be dealing with things just based upon the common sense. So see, big companies, they are all dealing, they are training the people using the MBA and so management techniques. But actually here, even devotees also should be given. So he has to handle something, some land property is there, land he wants to acquire. And now the people are becoming against to that. And they might be trying to stop this. Then you have to apply all these principles, how to acquire that, who is against to him, and how to deal with, how to make him in favor to us. And then so that finally, so you'll be getting the information about him, and then how to negotiate. So turning towards you people and observing the people is necessary in everyone's life, but it is in a higher scale we are studying. The principles are applied in everyone's life. Okay, Prabhu. Kishore Prabhu, can you unmute and speak?
Thank you for a wonderful class and an in-depth study. I've been listening for quite a few days now. One question is, when we give examples, is it possible to give examples from Ram Rajya or?
Yeah, that is actually, Prabhu, that's a good thing actually. Mahabharata, also we should correlate actually incidents. So time to time, because Chanakya, whatever he wrote, by summarizing all the content, whatever is there in the Mahabharata, and after studying many other scriptures also, he compiled this. Definitely, it like example in the case of, so in the Bhagavatam, Aswathama case, how this handled. So they are using the different techniques. And also in the case of Vasudeva, when dealing the Kamsa, so he is also using the Sama, Veda, Dana, Danda. So Sama, Veda actually, he's not having the power. So various principles are there. It's very thorough and it needs a lot of time also, Prabhu. So I am just turning the people towards, because it's the initial endeavor, and we need a lot of people also to study Mahabharata and bring out the examples, and also from the Bhagavatam also can bring out the several examples. So, but that is needs the even more and more deeper understanding. So, deeper study also. So it's just a beginning, and I will do that, and I will try to do. And also we need I want to make a team actually. By doing this course, what I don't want to think that I am going to give everything. Let us make a team and try to focus team of people on this and do that means proper build up the content, also training programs in future. So we want to develop the training programs. I don't want to leave this batch so just by after classes over. So we want to have communication and developing the things. It's just a initial investment I am putting, and others should add their efforts, and we'll bring the more and more profits.
Yes, very good. I think that's a good beginning, an excellent beginning. Maybe I'd like to offer myself as part of your team.
Yes.
So
yeah. So that we can get like-minded people, The main thing is like-minded people should brought to one place, and their energy should be channelized towards the service of the Lord, to establish dharma and to establish bhakti in the society. That is the goal actually.
And also, if we can get examples from Prabhupada's pastimes, that would be an excellent addition.
Yes,
how
Prabhu.
Prabhu
Yeah,
and
definitely,
the,
Prabhu. We will do that.
that,
We will do that.
that is a very current example. Like
Yeah.
Ram Rajya and Krishna and Mahabharata is history.
Yeah. So the way how Prabhupada was suggesting his disciples to acquire the land in Juhu at the time, how they so handled and what the Prabhupada said, these are all needing a lot of churning actually. It needs a lot of churning. And also from the Bhagavatam bringing out the examples, needs a lot of churning. So we need actually the team actually, Prabhu.
Yes, definitely. I'd love to be part of your team. You can
Yes,
get the
Prabhu.
team.
Yes, Prabhu.
I'll put in my 2 cents every now and then.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
Next
Yeah.
question. When we look at the Krishna's way of management, it totally looks different than what we are hearing. Like in Krishna and Indra, he keeps excusing Indra over and over and over again. And in terms of many, like Putana, he doesn't, it's a totally different way of Krishna handles the situation. So he doesn't use Sama, Dama, Danda in case of Putana or anything else. He has got totally different perspective altogether, transcendental.
Yeah, transcendental, his activities are all transcendental, but every time he is giving only one finishing. He always finishes danda. So yeah, so we have to see the situations like how the Mahabharata, if you study the way he's trying to convince the Duryodhan. Initially he's asking, give at least the 5 villages. So give the 5 villages, and their Kshatriyas, they need to continue their livelihood by doing the kingly activities only. So that's why you give 5 villages enough. That's a Sama actually, is convincing. And the negotiation we should go. We should go the each dialogue what Krishna spoke in that Dota Kriya. That means in that Parva. So that's after Virat Parva, it comes Udyoga Parva. In the Udyoga Parva, it comes. So we have to see and study and understand the dialogues of Krishna with the Duryodhan. Then from that we can bring out this is the Sama, this is the Beda, this is Dana, this is the Beda, Danda. So finally, it's no hope, then Danda finally. Okay, we have to show our power. So needs Prabhu. Mahabharata is the best book actually. We should bring out the many examples we can bring out.
And then finally, as to how we can apply these principles in our own lives.
Yes.
That's the different part of it.
Yes. That is also one of the. It's like now we have to open our curriculum actually in the direction of management through the Shastras and start building this curriculum step by step. So, and as given directions given by the Prabhupada. Prabhupada is telling in his morning walk, one morning walk. So you people has to start this Varnashrama college and teach this Kshatriya training. That is the most important. Brahmana and Kshatriyas are the most needed people in the society. Now we have plenty of Sudras and Vaishyas. That's going on. But now should create them. And then Prabhupada is king. So what we should teach them Kshatriya? Then Prabhupada is saying, so go and study the Mahabharata. So there is a lot of things are there actually. And we should teach history means Mahabharata we should teach to them. Like the Chanakya also is writing. For the Kshatriya boy, we should teach the Itihasa means Mahabharata and Ramayana and so and so. So from those books, we should bring out the principles. Because Chanakya, why we have taken, he is compiling all the books, whatever were there previously. Even Mahabharata also included. So that's why it is a summary of everything. Now, so you get the overall, that means now see how he is from the Indriya Jaya. He is beginning with the cleaning own self to controlling the entire country and also getting the control on the others countries also. That much level he went. So that pattern, how we should, that channel we should understand, the overall look we should understand. So now then we should fill the things inside things. So by using the quoting the whatever the Chanakya is saying the things, you can see those things from the Mahabharata and also from the different places and connecting them. Then it will become more authentic also, and it looks, that means applicable to the devotees. They feel more happy. That can be done.
Thank you very much. Are you located in Mayapur?
Yes, Prabhu, I'm in Mayapur.
Okay. Hope to see you one day.
Yes,
when
Prabhu,
I visit.
sure.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So any questions from anyone? Okay, thank you very much for all of you for participating in this. Okay, Vikram Prabhu, you have something?
Yes, Prabhuji, I was wondering if there is how we can evaluate that we have learned this material? Are you
Acha,
going to take a test or something?
last time when I did, actually, I gave the question, like descriptive questions I gave. And but this time, actually, my God, evaluation should be done. So already it's a heavy work because descriptive should test. I can send the question paper. You can see the way how you are able to understand how you understood. Maybe if you write and send to me, then I can try to correct those whoever is interested.
Okay.
So because a lot of things are we discussed, we gave the complete structure actually, the whole the how the king. But now we'll be next adhikaranas are dealing. So how we'll be handling foreign affairs, how should handle, and also how he should maintain departments, how to maintain departments. So and next like this, one by one. While fighting, then how to make the negotiations and how to make the vyuha. That means making the vyuhas. Many things, many details we understand. First adhikarana is very important. It is giving the overall idea. Then inside components we understand from the other adhikaranas.
Okay,
So
Prabhu.
anyway, so evaluation we'll see, Prabhu.
And probably how you said that this will require many more sessions. Like in the sense, after this course is over, then also so much is left. So what is the timeline for that, or like how do we actually do it?
So what I will do. So now my Bhagavad Gita course also is going on. I stopped that 4 chapters I did. I stopped that and I began this. So what I have to do 2 chapters of that. I finish that. Then I will do 1 adhikarana in this. So like this. So some intervals I can give. In meanwhile, we are in the group and we try to formulate some assessment. That means questions for assessing the understanding. We can send a question paper and let us see whoever is interested. So let them give exam and so see the things. So that is the thing we can do, Prabhu. We give gap actually. So give the assessment questions.
Okay, Prabhu.
That we can do actually.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you very much for kind participation. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubheva patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय, शीला प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदी। हरि हरि।